Hi guys, it's Debbie, and today I'm here to ask you, are you true movie fans? This question comes up at a time in which we are finding the need to define who truly is a movie fan, who really understands the art of cinema. What are the necessary qualifications to be identified as a true cinema lover? I, for example, think of myself as a big film fan. Cinema is a very important part of my life. It's part of my job, I love it, I owe it so much, it's taught me nearly everything I know about life. And on this channel I often try to search for the beauty in cinema as a form of art. I often criticise films I don't like. I praise a certain level of research in films. I discuss the deeper meaning of some plots. But at the same time, I've never seen certain films. I've never seen Taxi Driver. I've only seen parts of The Godfather. I laugh at silly films like Baywatch, Madagascar, White Chicks. I think Pulp Fiction is often overrated. The same goes for La La Land. Does that make me and people like me less of movie fans? Because of my passion for cinema, I often find myself in situations in which I discuss films with other people. And sometimes in that environment, I am suddenly hit by the irrational fear of not being considered enough of a film fan. It's not a situation that will happen. It usually just moves on with people sharing what they know, spreading their love for a film with no judgment. That's the beauty of cinema. It's so diverse. Cinema is a form of art, but it's also a form of entertainment. You can watch Dunkirk and discuss for hours on how Christopher Nolan implemented the little use of dialogue, Hans Zimmer's soundtrack techniques, the historical accuracy, or you can watch it as a cool war film and cheer on at the battle scenes. Mulholland Drive can be watched and rewatched and reanalyzed, trying to find the true meaning hidden behind the characters' dialogues, the use of symbolism, David Lynch's cinematic style. Or you can watch it and think, what on earth did I just see? That was so weirdly awesome. Or you can hate it and say, never again. In any case, you are not more ignorant on the subject. You are not less of a movie fan. All of this is based on my feeling that there is this belief that there are certain rules in order to qualify as a true film fan. I think that this is in connection to this wave of aesthetic cinema love, if that sentence even makes any sense. If you go on any popular but slightly artsy page on any social media platform, you will see posts repeatedly displaying the same content. Usually it's Pulp Fiction, Mia Wallace overdosing or dancing with John Travolta's character. At the moment you'll see a lot of Timothée Chalamet, Call Me By Your Name, Twin Peaks, young Natalie Portman, Scarlett Johansson, sometimes American Beauty, a while ago it was Her. You know the kind of feed I'm describing. And I love most of the names I quoted up until now. But if I were to say that I don't like one of those films or that one of those films is overrated, I would be accused of not understanding cinema, of not appreciating true beauty. I think we have to shift from that pretentious idea or the fear, the irrational fear of that pretentious idea, that only a certain tier of films make you a true movie fan. How could you possibly enjoy Ready Player One without reading the novel first? How can you not like Get Out? It's one of the best horror films ever, period. How could you possibly appreciate Blade Runner 2049? How could you possibly like it? The first one is obviously better. It's the original, it's the classic. Do not accept the new one. How does one even dare to watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy without completing all of the 1940s books? How is it possible? Please look at these filtered screenshots of a Wes Anderson film. I beg you to detoxify your system from all that superhero stuff. Unless it's Infinity War or Black Panther. Cleanse your soul from all that slapstick comedy. Sign a petition to have Mean Girls removed from the history of cinema. Erase Hot Fuzz from your mind. Here, take another quote from Lady Bird. Take this 900-page essay on the aestheticization of violence in Quentin Tarantino's films. Please graduate from film school with these screenshots from the Tree of Life. Shred your ticket for Rampage. Anything that wasn't at the Cannes Film Festival is no longer allowed. If we take cinema as a form of art, let's think of how many times we visited a museum. Most of us have done it at least once in our life, and we've appreciated the art. We've laughed at bizarre artworks. We've thought, why would this even be in a museum? Or we might have fallen in love with a piece, but there was never an art curator running down the halls telling us that we shouldn't be there, we don't understand art. With any form of art, from music to cinema, I leave my mind completely open. I let myself get lost in it. Sometimes it will be a full immersion in a world of art. Other times it will be a comedic experience. Other times it makes me furious, but I appreciate it all. If somebody were to come up to me and say, so my favourite films are Wallace and Gromit, followed by Independence Day Resurgence, and the complete Sharknado saga, I would probably grin, groan, say that I don't agree, but I would sit down with that person and listen to all their reasons. Let's just enjoy cinema.